In Europe today, women only represent 14% of directors and 3% of CEOs of major corporations. Is it because there are fewer women than men in Europe? No, they represent 50% of the population. Is it because they are less educated than men? No, 60% of university graduates are women. Is it because women have less business skills than men? No, studies show that equality on a board is rather a factor of efficiency. Women take more calculated risks than men, with even more benefits in the end. Obviously, the primary reason for this imbalance at the head of companies, it's men who indulge in their gentlemen's clubs. Therefore, should there be quotas to force the way, is there a need to break the glass ceiling? In politics, the situation is improving thanks to the principle of parity in many countries. Parliaments in Europe are composed on average of a quarter of women. In the north, as in the Netherlands, Finland and Sweden, there are more than 40% of women among parliamentarians. Further down south, less men seem to make room. In Hungary and in Malta, for instance, chambers have less than 10% of women. The European Parliament's hemicycle is 37% female. In business, Europe seeks to establish quotas of 40% of women on boards of directors of listed companies. It has already worked in Norway, a pioneer in the field, and other countries such as France, Belgium, Italy and Spain have already adopted such measures. But in other countries, mainly in Central and Eastern Europe, this kind of quota is seen as a Soviet-style measure. It's not that having mostly men in control is anachronistic, it's about having quotas. Nevertheless, without pressure, things don't seem to move. An example, the governance of the European Central Bank in Frankfurt. The leaders of the euro have long looked like this. Not a single woman. Only a short while ago, a woman has made her appearance in this gentleman's club. To get to this, it took a strong media pressure and even threats of veto by the European Parliament. All this for only one woman in the midst of 27 men. Things are moving, but it seems it will take some time before we reach full parity.